The House will come to order. Prayer by the chaplain.
As I was forming my thoughts for this prayer this morning and the honor and the privilege that it is, I was wondering what it is you as representatives and I as a pastor might share in common, and it's the call for the welfare of all people. And with this in mind, I would just like to start with this verse from Isaiah. Learn to do good, seek justice, rescue the oppressed, defend the orphan, plead for the widow. Let us pray. Lord God in heaven, pour down your grace on this House of Representatives so they may faithfully fulfill their duties. Bless them and empower them to work for the security, benefit, and protection of all the people. May they work together for the common good, seek justice, promote peace, reconcile those divided, stamp out oppression, reduce hate and fear, and live personal lives of honesty and integrity. May they make the great state of Minnesota a model for the entire nation of honest, transparent, effective governance. May all this that is done this day be for the good of all people. Amen.
The chaplain for today is the Reverend John Stratton from St. Andrew's Lutheran Church, Matamidi, Minnesota. Pledge of Allegiance. Please remain standing and recite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will Representative-elect Robert Bierman from District 57A please come forward to take the oath of office? Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Minnesota, and that you will faithfully discharge the duties of the office to which you have just been elected to the best of your ability, so help you God? Thank you. Congratulations. Members, please join me in congratulating Robert Bierman. The clerk will take the roll. The clerk will close the roll. A quorum is present. The clerk will read the journal of the preceding day.
Journal of the House, 91st Session, 2019. First day, St. Paul, Minnesota, Tuesday, January 8th, 2019.
If there is no objection, further reading of the journal will be dispensed with, and the journal will be approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Hearing no objection, the journal is approved as corrected by the chief clerk. Introduction of House files. The following House files have been offered for introduction today. The chief clerk will report the House files and give them their first reading.
Introduction and first reading of House Files 1 through 31.
First reading, House Files 1 through 31. Messages from the Senate.
Message from the Senate, Madam Speaker. I hereby announce the adoption by the Senate of the following Senate Concurrent Resolution herewith transmitted. Senate Concurrent Resolution number 1, a Senate Concurrent Resolution relating to the adoption of temporary rules. Winkler moves that the rules be so far suspended that the Senate Concurrent Resolution number 1 be now considered and be placed upon its adoption.
I call upon the member from Hennepin, Representative Winkler, to explain the motion.
Madam Speaker and members, this is a motion to suspend the rules so that we can adopt a concurrent resolution with the Senate to adopt temporary rules that will guide us in our work with the Senate, and we will be using the rules of the Senate from the preceding session.
The member from Isanti, Representative Doubt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd ask members to support the motion.
Is there any discussion to the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails.
Message from the Senate, Madam Speaker. I hereby announce the adoption by the Senate of the following Senate Concurrent Resolution herewith transmitted. Senate Concurrent Resolution number 2, a Senate Concurrent Resolution relating to parking space in the capital area for members of the legislature and staff.
So, members, there was a little confusion about what the vote on that last issue was. So, if Representative Winkler would move to reconsider the last vote, we'll rewind a little bit. We'll go a little bit slower, explain to folks what's happening.
Madam Speaker, I move to reconsider the preceding question.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. We're at the item of business that Representative Winkler raised and Representative Doubt spoke to, which is a motion to suspend the rules. So the first vote will be on suspension of the rules. The second vote will be on the resolution itself. To the suspension of the rules, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The rules are suspended. To the motion on the resolution, Representative Winkler, Resolution 1.
Madam Speaker, members, as I stated, this is to adopt temporary joint rules with the Senate based on the preceding joint rules of the House and Senate, and I would urge adoption.
Any discussion? Representative Doubt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd ask members to support the resolution.
On the resolution, all those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The resolution is adopted.
Message from the Senate. Madam Speaker, I hereby announce the adoption by the Senate of the following Senate Concurrent Resolution herewith transmitted. Senate Concurrent Resolution number 2, a Senate Concurrent Resolution relating to parking space in the capital area for members of the legislature and staff. Winkler moves that the rules be so far suspended that Senate Concurrent Resolution number 2 be now considered and placed upon its adoption.
The member from Hennepin, Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, this is the motion to suspend the rules for the second concurrent resolution.
Thank you, Representative Winkler. Representative Doubt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd ask members to support the motion.
Any discussion? On this suspension of the rules to take up Senate Concurrent Resolution number 2, all those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The rules are suspended.
Winkler moves that Senate Concurrent Resolution number 2 be now adopted.
To the resolution, Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, members, this is another housekeeping amendment related to parking. It's similar to the desks motion we had on the first day. I'm not sure why we have to do it, but we have to do it.
The member from Isanti, Representative Dowd.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd ask members to support the resolution.
On the resolution, seeing no further discussion, all those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The resolution is adopted.
Message from the Senate, Madam Speaker. I hereby announce the adoption by the Senate of the following Senate Concurrent Resolution herewith transmitted. Senate Concurrent Resolution number 3, a Senate Concurrent Resolution relating to adjournment for more than 3 days. Winkler moves that the rules be so far suspended that Senate Concurrent Resolution number 3 be now considered and be placed upon its adoption.
I call on the member from Hennepin, Representative Winkler, to explain the motion to suspend the rules.
Madam Speaker, I move that we suspend the rules to take up Senate Concurrent Resolution number 3.
Member from Isanti, Representative Dowd.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd ask members to support the motion.
Seeing no further discussion, all those in favor of the motion to suspend the rules, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The rules are suspended.
Winkler moves that Senate Concurrent Resolution number 3 be now adopted.
To the resolution, Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker and members, this resolution is to recognize the Martin Luther King Day holiday and to allow the House and Senate to be in adjournment for more than 3 days.
The member from Isanti, Representative Dowd.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd ask members to support the motion.
On the motion, seeing no further discussion, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The resolution is adopted. Announcements. The member from Hennepin, Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker and members, just to clarify, so we've had training this morning. We have further training this afternoon. After we adjourn session today, however, here on the floor we will be taking up remembrances of former Representative Tom Rukavina. And so we will adjourn, and the Speaker will immediately call us, not back into session, but will reconvene us informally. The remembrance will be televised and available on the House website, and the Rukavina family has been informed that we are going to be doing this today. And as a sign of respect and to capture a little bit of Tom Rukavina, we are passing out buttons with his picture on it, and so members are free to take them or use them as they wish.
Any further announcements? Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, I move that when the House adjourns today, it adjourns until 3:30 p.m. Monday, January 14th, 2019.
Representative Winkler moves that when the House adjourns today, it adjourns until 3:30 p.m. Monday, January 14th, 2019. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, I move that the House be now adjourned.
Representative Winkler moves that the House do now adjourn. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The House is adjourned.